You know that feeling, right? That creeping mental fog, the exhaustion that just settles in even when you're not quite sure why, or maybe just feeling a bit off.
Yeah, absolutely. Sort of disconnected.
Exactly. And you think, okay, what complex new thing do I need to try? But what if what if it was just stepping outside?
It sounds almost, well, too easy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, surely it can't be that simple.
Mm-hmm. Yet when you look into it, this isn't just some nice idea. It seems to be a really effective practice, one that people have relied on for, well, ages.
That's right.
So today on the deep dive, we're going to unpack that. We've got some compelling sources that really uncover the surprising power of, simply, nature walks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll track this fascinating personal transformation story, then really get into the science, the why behind nature being so good for us.
And then make it practical, how you can actually,
Yeah.
Bring this into your own life.
Precisely. It's all about finding well-being right there beneath our feet, ready to dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with this really powerful real-life example. It's the story of a guy, 37 years old, who committed to these daily nature walks. We're talking 30 to 90 minutes pretty much every single morning at sunrise for 3 years straight.
Wow, 3 years. That's dedication.
It really is. And he's big on learning from actually doing things, from direct experience.
Mm-hmm.
So watching how his practice evolved is really insightful.
Yeah, what stood out to me was how he kept tweaking it. Like it was his own personal experiment refining his protocol.
Totally. He started off just, walking now and then, but he got so much out of it.
He actually changed his job structure around it.
Yeah. He restructured things so he could make these walks a non-negotiable, near daily thing.
That's huge. So it wasn't just a hobby, it became central.
Exactly. He found this rhythm, good sleep, then a great walk, then focus work was way better for avoiding burnout than that usual cycle. Grinding through the week, crashing on the weekend.
Right. That intense burst followed by collapse. He found a more sustainable flow.
He really designed his life around the walk.
And another big change he made. Ditching the technology, right? No more headphones.
Yes. That was fascinating. He used to listen to podcasts, music, whatever. But then he tried going silent.
And found it was better. Unexpectedly so.
Unexpectedly better, yeah.
Hmm.
He said he always felt clearer, more refreshed afterwards, just letting the walk be the walk without distractions.
So why do you think that was? Just the lack of input or something deeper?
I think maybe both. Without the external stuff, he had to turn inward more. He became much more intentional.
Focusing on the physical sensations.
Right. His movement, his breathing, his posture, even just the feeling of his feet hitting the ground. It wasn't just background noise anymore. It was the experience.
That makes a lot of sense. Shifting the focus inward.
And speaking of feet on the ground, that led to his next experiment. Minimalist shoes.
Ah, yes, the barefoot style shoes.
Exactly. He switched from his regular sneakers, admitted they were pretty uncomfortable at first, even tough on his knees initially.
I bet. That takes some getting used to.
For sure. But his body adapted. And now, he loves that precise feeling, the connection to the ground, especially on softer trails in nature. He kind of jokes he's that guy now, wearing them everywhere.
Uh-huh. He fully embraced it. Good for him. It shows how sometimes you push through discomfort for a payoff you believe in.
Definitely. And then he added another layer, inspired by rucking.
Right. Walking with weight, like a weighted vest or backpack.
Yeah. He got a weighted vest, started pretty light, around 12 pounds, and gradually increased it. He sees it as this, slow compounding benefit.
Like investing for the long term, but physically.
Exactly. So how did adding weight change things for him?
Well, he found it really made him focus on his core muscles, his leg muscles, how they were moving and flexing. It improved his functional strength, especially what they call the posterior chain, the muscles down the back of the body.
Crucial for posture, lifting, all that.
Totally. And he was smart about it. Started lighter than he probably could handle just to keep it enjoyable and safe for his back.
Okay, so fast forward 3 years, this whole evolving routine. What were the big results, the payoffs?
Well, a big one was significantly less burnout in work and life generally. He started really appreciating the process more, finding more enjoyment in just day-to-day interactions with family, with work.
And he chalked that up to the combination, sleep. The walk.
Yeah, the good sleep, the consistent morning movement, which probably triggers some good hormones, and just having that protected quiet time for himself.
And physically, the changes were pretty noticeable too, weren't they?
Oh, definitely. He talked about much better neuromuscular connection, better posture, probably from that combo of the vest and the minimalist shoes working together.
And less pain. I remember reading he had issues before.
Right. He used to have knee, foot, joint pain from running, and even lower back spasms, like from holding his kid. He said those mostly went away.
Wow.
Yeah, suggests a real improvement in his core strength, his overall body mechanics.
It's amazing, isn't it? This seemingly simple practice, tweaked over time, led to such profound changes, both mentally and physically. He might joke about not looking buff, but the internal strength gain sounds immense.
It really does. It just underscores that power of consistency, and mindful engagement. It's rarely about some massive overnight change. It's the small, intentional efforts adding up.
His story is really compelling. Almost sounds too good to be true, maybe. But the thing is, science actually backs this up. It explains why these simple nature practices are so potent.
Exactly. It's not just wishful thinking. There's a great quote, "In every walk in nature, you receive more than you seek."
I love that. And it's true, isn't it? Just being in green spaces has these really profound mental health benefits.
Absolutely. And this idea is actually formalized in practices like Shinrin-yoku. It's Japanese, means forest bathing.
Forest bathing. I've heard that term.
Yeah, it was coined back in '82. It's basically therapeutic relaxation. You spend time in a forest or just a natural setting and really focus on engaging your senses to connect with it. It's getting pretty popular now. Places like California are really embracing it.
And it's not even that new an idea, historically speaking. People have known this for ages, right?
Oh, for sure. Way back in ancient times, Pliny the Elder wrote about the benefits of forest smells, especially from pine trees. And in the Middle Ages, they actually used things called terpenoids, those aromatic compounds trees release.
The things that make forests smell like forests.
Exactly. They use them as medicine for pain relief, sedation, reducing inflammation.
Fascinating. So how does one actually do Shinrin-yoku? Is it just walking?
It's walking, yeah, but at a slow, gentle pace. And crucially, no electronics. The whole point is to mindfully engage all five senses. Just soak it all in.
Okay, so break that down. How do you engage all five?
Right. So for sight, you're not just glancing around. You're really observing colors, shapes, patterns. Look far away, look close up. For sound, you listen intently. Not just the obvious bird song, but the rustling leaves, maybe the wind, the quietest sounds you can pick up. For touch, you actually feel things. Tree bark, leaves, grass, maybe some stones. Notice the textures, rough, smooth, warm, cool.
Get tactile.
Exactly. And smell. Take deep breaths. Notice the scent of the earth, the plants. Does it change as you walk into a different area?
And taste. How does taste fit in?
Taste is maybe more metaphorical, but it's about experiencing the, quote, crispiness of the air. Just noticing that freshness. It's a full immersion.
That sounds incredibly grounding, and you're saying research actually shows measurable benefits from this.
Absolutely. Loads of benefits. For mood and mental state, for instance. Studies show improved mood, less rumination, that obsessive negative thinking,
Right.
and even reduced activity in a part of the brain linked to brooding, the subgenual prefrontal cortex. That's after just a 90-minute walk.
90 minutes. Wow.
And it seems to induce a kind of meditative state. It quiets the mind, boosts awareness, allows for reflection. It can improve attention and memory by at least 20%.
20%. That's huge.
Yeah. Plus, it boosts serotonin, your happy chemical. So more happiness, less moodiness. And it actively fights stress and anxiety by upping endorphins and lowering cortisol, that main stress hormone.
That cortisol link is massive. We're all swimming in it these days.
Tell me about it. And the benefits aren't just mental. There are real physical and immune system boosts, too.
Like what?
Well, fatigue, for one, both physical and mental. Research found that just 20-minute walks helped cancer patients significantly reduce their fatigue and pain over 3 months.
Wow.
And even healthy people saw a 65% drop in fatigue and a 25% energy boost from regular walking. It's quite remarkable.
Okay, that's impressive. What else physically?
It actually strengthens your immune system. It increases your natural killer cells, NK cells, which are vital for fighting off infections and even cancer cells.
Really? Just from walking in nature?
Seems so. It also improves heart health, lowers blood pressure, improves circulation, strengthens the heart muscle. Studies show real, statistically significant drops in salivary cortisol, heart rate, and diastolic blood pressure just from being exposed to green spaces.
Good for the heart, good for stress.
Yeah.
What about general fitness?
Yep, ticks those boxes too. Aids weight loss, obviously, by burning calories. Walking on varied terrain increases muscle power, improves balance and flexibility, and it can even reduce inflammation throughout the body.
Inflammation being linked to so many chronic diseases,
Yeah.
arthritis, diabetes.
Exactly. Plus, you're breathing cleaner, oxygen-rich air, which is naturally better for your lungs.
And sleep. Does it help with sleep?
It does. Research connects more steps during the day with better sleep quality at night. Plus, getting that natural sunlight exposure during your walk helps regulate your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythms. It's a truly holistic effect.
This is all fascinating. It makes you wonder, does this connection go beyond just benefiting us as individuals?
That's a great question. And yes, it seems to. This leads into ideas like ecotherapy.
Ecotherapy?
Yeah, it's based on the idea that humans have this deep inherent connection to the environment, and nurturing that connection is good for our mental well-being. It's an emerging field showing how time outdoors impacts us on a broader scale than just personal health stats.
So fostering a deeper relationship with nature itself.
Exactly. There was a study looking at ecological empathy. Participants were encouraged to really notice the relationships between things in nature, like how a squirrel depends on a tree, how a tree connects the earth and sky.
Okay.
They look out a window and just reflect on all the different forms of life they could see. They practice feeling gratitude for things like water, plants.
That sounds quite profound.
It seemed to be.
Yeah.
The study found that doing this increased both their conservation behaviors, like recycling more, and their ecological attachment, basically feeling more connected to nature. And all that boosted their overall ecological mindfulness.
So noticing the interconnectedness helps us care more and feel more connected. That makes sense.
Yeah. And it can even help combat things like eco-anxiety, that feeling of helplessness about environmental problems.
Oh, so.
By shifting the focus slightly. Engaging with nature can also mean giving back, picking up litter on your walk, planting something. It gives you a sense of agency, of contributing positively. It becomes reciprocal.
Ah, I see. So it's not just taking from nature, but participating in its well-being, too.
Precisely.
Yeah.
A two-way street that benefits both you and the environment.
Okay, this is all incredibly powerful stuff, both the personal story and the science. So how do we translate this? How can you, listening right now, make nature walks a real practical part of your daily life?
Right, the toolkit section. Well, the absolute key, echoing our friend's story, is consistency. You got to integrate it somehow. Daily is amazing, but even weekly makes a difference. Build it into your routine.
Make it a habit, not just a nice idea.
Exactly. And remember that power of silence. To really tap into those mindful benefits, make a conscious effort to engage all your senses. Try leaving the phone behind, or at least on silent in your pocket.
Resist the urge to plug in.
Yes. Actively look around. Listen. Touch things. Smell the air. Notice the temperature, the weather. Some guides even suggest journaling prompts like sketch something you see or write down how the sounds make you feel.
Good idea. And where you walk matters too, presumably.
It helps. Finding picturesque scenery, varied views, somewhere with limited noise pollution that enhances the experience. But honestly, even a quiet local park, a small patch of woodland, or your own garden can work wonders.
You don't need a national park next door.
Not at all. Accessibility is key for consistency. Then think about enhancing the physical side, like the footwear.
Right. The minimalist shoes.
If you're up for it, trying them can really boost that ground feel, that neuromuscular connection, especially on softer trails. Just, ease into it. Don't go run a marathon in them on day one.
Good advice. And the weighted vest.
Yeah, if that appeals and it's appropriate for your fitness level, explore it. Again, start light, maybe 10, 12 pounds. Gradually increase. Remember, it's about that slow compounding benefit, not about straining yourself. Comfort and safety first.
What about things to do on the walk besides just walking?
Oh, loads of options. You could try bird watching, bring a camera for photography, sketch, journal. Simple deep breathing or meditation fits perfectly.
Spotting wildlife, identifying plants.
Yeah, deepen that nature connection. Or mix it up physically, maybe some light jogging intervals, find a trail for a mini hike, or just stop and really listen to the sounds. Maybe even pack a small picnic.
And I love that idea of plogging.
Right. Picking up litter while jogging or walking. Win-win. Good for you. Good for the planet.
Definitely. Now, safety is important too, right? Especially if you're going out alone or on trails.
Absolutely crucial. Always tell someone where you're going and roughly when you expect to be back. Check the weather forecast, any trail warnings or closures.
Sunscreen appropriate clothes.
Yep. Sunscreen, maybe a hat. Long pants and sleeves can be smart in areas with ticks or biting insects. Bring enough water, maybe a small snack, and always have a charged phone, just in case.
Basic precautions make a big difference. And you don't have to go it alone either.
Not at all. Walking with friends or family is great. Good way to connect and keeps you motivated. Or look for a local walking club. Great for accountability and meeting new people.
Good point. Finally, let's circle back to that mind-body connection, removing the external noise.
It's so key. Taking out the podcasts, the music, it just gives your own thoughts space to breathe. You might find yourself appreciating things more, daydreaming, even solving problems subconsciously.
Let the mind wander.
Exactly. Try to consciously focus on how your body feels moving through the space. Maybe set an intention before you start, like simply aiming to relax your mind for the duration of the walk.
So we've covered a lot today. We've journeyed through this incredible personal story, delved into the science. It's clear that this simple daily practice of connecting with nature, whether it's a mindful stroll or a more brisk hike, can have a huge impact.
Absolutely. On your physical health, your mental clarity, your emotional well-being. It's pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, from cutting down burnout and stress hormones to boosting your mood, your immune system, even creativity and attention, the benefits are just, well, really expansive and well supported.
It's not just fluff. There's real substance there, backed by both lived experience and solid research, a truly holistic approach.
So as we wrap up, the question for you is, what small step can you take, maybe even today, to invite a little more of nature's healing power into your life?
It doesn't have to be a 3-hour trek.
Not at all. Maybe it's just a short, silent walk first thing in the morning, feeling the ground under your feet, really paying attention to the sensations. Or maybe it's even simpler, just taking a few moments to mindfully look out your window, noticing the life happening out there.
That connection is waiting.
It really is. The wilderness isn't just some far-off place. It's right here, waiting to be explored, even in small ways. So maybe lace up, step outside, and let the deep dive continue in your own life.